Hey everyone, it's Tanya from Shattered Bones. It is finally October. It's Friday, October 1st, and today I wanted to talk to you about some theories that people have for people who have physical disabilities and pain and chronic pain like I do. If you have autoimmune disorders, you have that as well. So like chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, Hashimoto's, which is low thyroid, Addison's, which is low adrenal. All of these things I struggle with. So physically, I don't know who came up with it. I know old school we would credit people, but this isn't school and I'm not being graded. And so I'm going to give you the Shattered Bones Cliff Notes version of how I use the spoon theory and the fork theory. So basically, we'll start with the spoon theory. The spoon theory has to do with our physical health. So each day, the theory is that you get up in the morning and you start out with so many spoons. Some days you might start out with 20 spoons. Some days you might only start out with 2 spoons. It just depends on how your physical health is. So if you start out, say, with 4 spoons one day, and it takes you 3 spoons just to take a shower, you only have 1 spoon left to finish anything that you need to do that day as far as physically. So you might be spending a lot of time resting, and that's okay. So the spoon theory is a good way for you to discuss with people that you love, people that you live with. For me and my husband, I could just say, you know what, I'm out of spoons today. Or, you know, I started out the day with only 3 spoons. And he kind of knows what that means. And I don't have to sit there and say, you know, my pain is really high. I'm having bad back spasms today, whatever, if I'm sitting on ice. It kind of was a way in the beginning of my disability 10 years ago when I could kind of explain it to him better. It's really strange for somebody to be in their 40s and have so much physical pain as I had. I was actually bedbound for a while, and really not able to shower, do much for myself. At one point, I couldn't do any laundry, any shopping. My husband basically had to take care of me. It was terrifying because I really thought, you know, I could easily end up in a nursing home if I hadn't had him. So the spoon theory is regarding physical pain. The fork theory is for mental, emotional things. So that comes in really handy for people with PTSD, trauma, DID, like I have, any kind of personality issues or struggles that you have. You can let your friends know that you don't have enough forks to handle whatever they're going through at that time. And it's a nice way to, so say somebody's calling you and they're just venting about what's going on in their life. And maybe they're with a toxic person and you've tried to tell them a million times that that person's toxic and they need to go no contact, but they're trauma bonded and you're just exhausted emotionally, but you love that person and you don't want to blow them off. This is a good way for you to explain to them, you know what, I'm out of forks today. I don't have enough forks to handle this right now, but I would love to talk to you about this tomorrow or another day. And that has worked out really well for me. So the same thing with the forks theory. If you wake up one morning, like today, and actually this week, I have felt incredibly emotionally strong and grounded all week. So I even was able to skip my trauma therapy this week, and that hasn't happened in a long, long time. So she had some kind of a conference or something going on, and I was like, you know what, I'll be fine without therapy this week, so I'm going to see her next week. So sometimes we can have enough forks to be able to get through whatever. You know, we can help our friends, we can listen to our spouses, we can help our children. Other times we have used all of our mental capacity just to be able to get up and get dressed, or do what we have to do for that day. So I wanted to introduce to you the spoon theory and the fork theory so that you can explain to your family, you know, how this works, and people that you love, you know, that you have, today is a 3-fork day or today is a 30-fork day. So I'm doing fine. I can handle pretty much anything emotionally, and which is kind of why I'm doing this video. Haven't been able to do a video in a while because I just haven't felt strong enough, but I do feel really good right now. So when you get those days, hang on to them. And I hope this helps somebody somehow in what you're dealing with and how you're explaining what you're going through to people that you love. I'll talk to y'all soon. Love y'all more.